a tool which is um, very much useful in terms of dashboard creations. So one of the services which we give as a service to our clients. And on the day one, I had started with one tool which is Tableau. And when I started, it was a very limited discussion we did. I thought to start with another tool, which is Power BI. Before I start, I would like to confirm, like during the session, did someone cover Power BI? I could not basically attend other speakers. So, yeah, sir, could you please confirm if Power BI was covered? Yeah, am I audible?
Ah, yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, so Power BI as a tool was covered by any speaker.
Power BI. No, we are not covered that one.
Okay, fine, fine. So I'll start with that. Yeah, so is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. Screen is visible.
Okay, great, great. So, yes, so let me first take you to the Windows, the Microsoft Store. So, if you go to Microsoft Store and here in Microsoft Store, if you go for the search option and here you type Power BI and search for it. So, you'll be getting Power BI Desktop and it is written free over here. Then Power BI Report Builder, free. Power Apps free, which basically means that you don't need to pay for this application. Okay, so you can download these applications which are given as free. And if I basically, yes, so if I basically want one of the applications out of it, so I would say you need to download Power BI Desktop. So I'll just click on it and I'll click on Get. This is what you have to do. And it'll just take few seconds to get installed and download. Like in this particular laptop, I did not configure it. So in front of you only, I'm basically downloading and configuring it. So once again, I'm repeating. So you have to go to Windows Stores, and after going to Windows Stores, you have to search for Power BI like this, and then you will get multiple options here. So what you have to do is you have to check for Power BI Desktop, and you have to click on Get button, and it will start downloading and installing that particular software. So you can just start doing that. And meanwhile, what we will do is we will go for different websites from where you can get the data. So let's first have the UCI machine learning repository. So this is UCI machine learning repository library. Here you can see. I'll keep on sending you the links also. So this is the link for UCI machine learning repository. Let me go to the chat and yeah, so here I'm sending you the link. So this is one website from where you can get a lot of data sets. And here you can see view data sets and here contribute data sets. So it has, we currently maintain 665 data sets as a service to machine learning community. So 665 is a good number of data sets it is having. So let me click on view datasets and it is going to give you the whole list of datasets over here. Here you can see iris, dry brain, heart disease, rice, raisin, adult. And now if you want to basically search for some dataset, you can click over here and you can type the name of that particular dataset. For example, something related to heart disease. So heart disease, then SPECT heart, SPECT F heart, stat log heart failure clinical records. So you will get data in this particular manner. You can search for that particular data set and you will see that specific data set will appear over here. I'm just removing the filters from here. Now another option you have is you can go for the keywords. So here you can type the keywords like meta heuristic search, academic performance, accelerometer. So any of these options you can type in and you will get related to that particular keyword, the data which is related to that particular keyword you will get. So here I'm not getting any accelerometer. Okay, yeah. So with accelerometer, I have got so much of data sets. Okay, so I'm just removing the filters once again. I've removed. A similar way we have for data types. So you can see like you want some image data set. So click on image. You will get here image data set. You can see that image data set is available over here. Then you can click on multivariate. So you will get all multivariate, like multiple columns or attributes are there. You will get that particular data set. So this is on data type. Next is subject area, biology, business, climate, environment. Then we have task, like you want to perform classification, you want to perform regression, clustering, or anything else. Then features, like less than 10, 10 to 100, more than 100. Then instances, number of records, less than 100, 100 to 1000, more than 1000. Then feature type, numerical, categorical, mixed. And then like Python, available for Python import. Okay, so some data sets are readily available for Python import. So if I click on it, it basically brings down those data sets which are available for Python imports. Okay, so this is one site, and you can see that how quick and easy they have made it for us to work with these particular to find data sets and to basically get any of the data set and to work with it. So let me like bring some simple data set over here. Let's say, okay, let me explore some new one. So I typed heart and it brought some clinical records. Let me bring this one. Okay, so clinical records, this particular data set, and let us have this particular data set. Yeah, I'm sending the link also. If you want to parallelly explore with me, you can.
Hello, Kushal sir. Are you there? I think due to some technical issues, sir has disconnected, but he will join shortly. Yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Yeah, I don't know. The desktop app is getting crashed. I don't know why. So I have connected through the browser. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen. Screen window tab. Okay, so window and screen. Yeah. So I have started the screen sharing. Is the screen sharing also visible?
Yes, it's visible.
Yes, it is visible.
Okay, yeah, thank you. So I was sharing this link with everyone. So let me go back here and into the chat. Let me share it. Okay, so you can click on this particular link. So this is heart failure clinical records. It is always a guideline to go through what exactly is the data set about. So this data set contains medical records, 299 patients who had heart failure collected during their follow-up period, where each patient profile has three clinical features. So data set is multivariate. Subject area is healthcare, health and medicine, and associated tasks we can have classification, regression, and clustering. So these three things we can have. So I think it will be a good data set for us to explore with. even our Power BI tool. Let me go back and check over here what is the status. So it is still installing. You can see it is still installing. Maybe some glitch was there in the internet in my case. So let's wait for it to get installed. Now, 299 instances are there. Feature type integer real. Additional information, a detailed description of data set can be found in the data set section of the following paper. So there's a paper also. Let me open it over here. So it requires a good amount of patience, okay, whenever we are basically having these things. So here we have Merlin. So yeah, okay, I'll have no problem. So otherwise I could have got it summarized. Okay, this is good one. Here you can see. Okay, variable name age anemia, then creatinine, phosphokinase, then diabetes, ejection fraction, high blood pressure, platelets, serum creatinine, then serum sodium, and gender or sex. So yes, role is it's a feature, type integer binary, then demographic, then description. Age of the patient decrease of red blood cells. Anemia is basically decrease of red blood cells. Then this one is level of CPK, creatinine phosphokinase, so enzyme in the blood. Then which is mcg per liter. If the patient has diabetes, yes or no. Missing value, no. Percentage of blood leaving the heart at each contraction. Okay. Then if the patient has hypertension, platelets in the blood, level of serum and creatinine in the blood, then level of serum sodium in the blood, women or man. Okay. So these many are there. So let basically have this downloaded. Okay. So you can see, or if we want, like if you want to work with Python, you can directly click here, import in Python. So this is how you can import in Python. Okay. We had uh, like we had on day one we were exploring Python. So I'll show that as well. So it is downloaded as at the same time. Let me show collab. Those who are techie, even non-techie, you don't need to code over here. If you see, just you have to open collab.research.google.com. If you are following with me, then yes, surely you can come to this particular screen, that is collab.research.google.com, and just click on new notebook. Okay, and a new notebook will get popped up, it will get opened up. And let us go back to this particular screen. So what I did, I clicked on this import in Python button, and it gave me the first instruction as UCI ML repo. So this UCI has created its own repo. So I need to install that. So I copied it, and I'll go back over here and I'll uh, paste and I'll run this particular command. So pip install UCI ML repo. So this is again an easy way to get the data imported. Then next thing I have to do is import the data set. So just copy from here and let us go back. It is connected. So for the first command, it usually takes more time. So you can see it is taking a little bit of more time. So from yeah, it is getting installed. Let it get installed. What is the code over here? From UCI ML repo, import fetch UCI repo, then fetch the data set. Then as a pandas data set, we are taking X and Y. Metadata we are seeing and variables we are seeing. Okay. So successfully installed. Let us run this piece of code and see what is the output we are getting. So some print statements are there. You can see metadata UCI ID. We have 519 basically uh, records. The name heart failure clinical records repository. From here we have got this data URL also is given. Okay. Then now here you can see the whole of the data is displayed over here. Okay. So data has been loaded. Okay. And if you want to work more on it, then yes, we have Python code to work more on this particular data set. So this is how UCI is giving us an option to basically directly import this particular data set into the as a library, like this particular way. Okay. Now, as I told you that we have already downloaded this. So here you can see we have already downloaded. So what I will do is I will right click and I'll extract this. So extract here. Okay. So now let me close this particular window. Let me open this particular Excel file. Okay. So here you can see here we have all the data present over here. Okay. Yes. So I'll quickly go back and recap. So what we did, firstly, we basically searched for a data set and we picked up the site, which is archive, which is UCI machine learning repository. This is the website. And from there, we searched for a data and we took a particular data set. We have downloaded it. And at the same time, we try to see that this particular import in Python option. So those who are interested, you can basically go ahead and continue to work with it. Okay, those who know Python. Okay, so this is the data set. You can work with it. Okay, this is the data set. You can work more with it. Okay, if I just click on it, you can see this is the data set. Okay, now, by any chance, if you don't know how to work with it, okay, that may happen. So what you can do is you can simply go to ChatGPT. Okay, I'll tell you. So those who are not much into programming, don't worry. Like today, you don't need to worry. You can just take this piece of code, and what you can do is you can put it over here. After that, you can simply have this whole piece of code. Okay, only few lines we have, and put it over here, and just tell give me FURTHER further PI Python COD code for CLA classification. Okay, on the data set, data SCD on the data set. Enter. So what I did, I have passed all the code to ChatGPT and I have asked, give me further code. So now you can see it is basically doing like this: import pandas SPD, import SQL, all the code it has created. Okay, so and it has given some explanation also, all the code. So I'm taking this piece of code and I'm coming back here and I'm putting this particular piece of code over here. Okay, if it is working, I'll share the code with you. I'm just executing the code directly. Okay, so you can see it gives me accuracy is 0.78, which means 78.8% is accuracy. Classification report, you can see for the zeroth class, precision is 76%, recall is 94%, F1 score is 84%, support is 53, and for the class 1, 88% is precision, 57% recall, 69% is F1 score. Okay, overall accuracy 79%, and overall support is 90%. Okay, this is what is the data which we have got here. Fine. So, yeah, confusion matrix, you can see these are the true predictions and these are the false predictions. 16 plus 3, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 predictions it has made wrong. 19 wrong predictions it has made wrong. But the code is working. Like ultimately, the code should work first and then we have fine tuning. Okay. So, let's say if I want to fine tune, I can ask it to fine tune. Okay. What I will do is I'll share this chat with you so that you can basically, I'll share this chat. So, create a link and copy it, close. So let me go back here and let me put it over here. So yeah, so you can get the code. Okay, everything I'm giving you the data set, I'm giving you the chat GPT code also. Okay, so even if you are not able to type in the way I am typing, if I'm little fast, you can just click on the link, you get the code. Okay, just copy and paste it over here. You will also get the output. So it has worked actually. Okay, it has worked on correctly. Now I want that I'm not very happy with the accuracy 79%. So I want to optimize. So what I will say, please OPTI optimize the code. Okay, code for better accuracy. I can say for better accuracy. So what will happen? It is going to optimize the code, and as of now, it is having 79% accuracy. You can see 79% is the accuracy. So what we will try is we'll try to increase. So although I'm not trying, this particular chat GPT is going to put his own mind and is going to give me some better piece of code, and which is going to ultimately optimize the code, and I should get optimized code over here. So it is, you can see it is applying grid search over here. So grid search is basically for optimizing, and algorithm, if you see, it has applied the random forest classifier. Random forest classifier is also earlier you can see which algorithm it did classify. So here, it logistic regression. Okay, so logistic regression is also a classification problem solver, and random forest is considered to be more powerful because random forest has got multiple decision trees, small decision trees are there. We call them as unit level decision trees, which help us in better, like it is considered most of the times to give better outputs. So let us see with this particular piece of code how much accuracy and other things we get. Let's come back. Okay, and I'll share this piece of code as well with you. Let me go here, execute this, and let us see. Like, yeah, so it has fitting threefold for each 206 candidates, totaling 648 fits. So multiple times it is trying to iterate and train the model so that the model gives a better output. So let it do its part. I'll again create one link. I'm creating the link again, and I'm sharing this particular link with you so that you can get the updated code as well. Yeah, copied, and going back here, I'm giving you the updated code. So you can also copy the code from here and you can run it. Okay, you'll get the link. So now it's still running. Okay, it's a little complex, like because you can see number of estimators 100, 200, 300, max depth none, 10, 20, 30. This is the depth of the random forest. The sample split 2, 5, 10. Sample leaf 1, 2, 3. Bootstrap true false. So here we have grid method. Grid search is basically for optimization also. Optimization only. It is mainly used for optimization. So you can see this arrow grid search dot fit. It is at this particular step. You can see this small arrow pointer kind of thing. So it is in the training phase. Okay, it is fitting the data. That is its training phase. Therefore, it is taking time. So let it take time. Meanwhile, you can run at your end. So why I have shown you this, because many of the faculties who are into any domain, like you can be into mechanical, electronics, all of you must be having some data. Okay, and I have shown you the website. Even if this data is not there, you may have different types of data. Python has got libraries which can handle any kind of data. So you can get different yeah, so you can basically get different types of data, and that particular data, what you can do is you can have a mechanism. Let's say, I'll show you. So just close it. Yeah, yeah, let it run. I'll show you. So in a new chat window, let me show you. So let's say if you have some mm, 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 XML file. Okay, XML is very easy. So you can just like how to load XML data in pyth in Python. Okay, so you can see so xml.etree elementary. This is the library you can use, and with the help of that, you can load your XML file. Okay, what is the format of your data? Okay, let's say you are having ORC files. Okay, so just write how to load and work with ORC files using Python. Okay, so it's so easy it has made it. These are the steps, all the steps it has given. And let's go for ORC file. Okay, so this is optimized row columnar. So many NoSQL databases basically use ORC format. Like for big data analytics, we have Apache Hive. So Apache Hive works very well with ORC files because they are optimized row columnar storage. Okay, they are not like RDBMS. So many of the, if you see many of the um yes, many of the tools like Apache Hive, they make use of this particular format. So we have option pip install PyORC, and then you can make use of your ORC file. Okay, so I hope you are able to understand, like whatever may be the different format of the file, you can just get a piece of code from here, and you can utilize this piece of code into your Python notebook, and then you can work with that particular format. Further analysis will be same. Like ultimately, you have to take the data in the form of a in the form of a tabular format, structured format, because semi-structured and unstructured are not good to work with, process, okay, with. So here you can see, now we have got the result. Earlier, if you see, we had 50 and 21 as correct output, 16 and 3, 16, 17, 18, 19 as incorrect output. This is how earlier we had. Then here, if you see, here we have 10 and 6, 16. Okay, it is reduced. So this is the benefit you can see. So I asked it to apply the optimization. It applied the optimization, and we have got the better results. Accuracy is 82%. Okay. So just for confirmation, did you see are you able to go along with me? Like I'm a little fast, I know. Okay, but I'm trying to give you everything readily in the chat box so that you don't need to do anything. Just click on it and take the code. Are you able to understand what is happening here? Like the first code which I generated through AI, it gave me 79% accuracy. The second code, if you see, it gave me 82% accuracy. Okay, in confusion matrix also, if you see, 10 and 6, these are the wrong predictions which are lower as compared to 16 and 13. So the optimization which human needs to do is done by the ChatGPT itself. Yeah, I'm very fast, very quick, but when you are doing it, you really need to see, check, also validate manually also. That is recommended. Okay, I'm not saying blindly we should go with AI. No, it has to be thoroughly tested. Then only we can go blindly. Okay, for certain tasks. Okay, a quick inputs and confirmation. Are you able to follow what is happening? What has happened so far? A yes or no kind of thing, or any questions I'm open to answer, and then we'll move ahead. Yeah, can I get quick responses? Are we good to follow the things which are being discussed? Yes. Okay, I'm getting no inputs. I'm not sure whether like it's a technical glitch or what. Okay. Yeah, can I get an input that are we there? Like, are you able to listen to my voice and follow the things which are happening on the screen? Yes, yes. Everyone, can I get a confirmation on this? Not Instagram. I need POWF Power BI. Okay. Yeah. Retry. Yeah, because some net connection was. Hmm. Okay, so I'm getting no response. I'm not sure why. Let me just check. Let me just check here. Hmm. Yeah, you can please confirm, like if you are able to understand, or I'll just move ahead. Okay, fine. So this was through we have done with the help of Python. Okay, and ChatGPT has always been savior in case of codes. Okay, so now I will basically go with this. So Power BI, you can see it is installed. It takes just few seconds, but I think there was some internet glitch, and that's why it happened. So I'm clicking on open. This is desktop version, and Power BI is coming from Microsoft Corporation. So basically, the cloud services it uses, they come from Microsoft. So this is what is the screen, home screen here. Collaborate and share. You can sign in and you can work with it. I'm clicking on close, and here you can see select a data source or start with a blank report. So already we have downloaded here. You can see this is an Excel file we have downloaded. It's not an Excel, it's a CSV file, comma separated value. So I'll just click on uh, get data from other sources, and yes, so text or CSV file. I'm clicking on this. So select the right option. Otherwise, you'll face difficulty. So I'll go to downloads. This is downloads, and here under hard failure, I'm selecting this particular thing, open, and yeah, it is fetching up the data, and you can see it has fetched all the data. Now, if you have anything like if you have something in terms of editing these things, making some changes, you can do it here. Okay, that is basically transform the data stage. But if you don't want to transform anything, what you can do is you can directly click on load. If you click on load, you can see the data is going to come on the canvas area. Like we can bring the data on the canvas area. On the right hand side, you can see here on the right hand side, we have all the columns which have come up, like age, anemia, creatinine. All the columns have come up over here. And what you can do is uh, very simply, I'll tell you something which is very amazing. Um, let's do very basic analysis first. Okay, let's say I want to see that uh, which age. Let's say, I'll take this gender. Okay, sex as one of the parameters. So I'll click on this chart. I'll click on the parameter which is sex or gender, and I'll click on smoking. Okay. So now if you see what has happened here, here basically we have some of blue basically. Okay, so I would basically bring some of sex, okay, in the y-axis. So now you can see here, yeah. Let me make it a little larger. Okay, so here you can see that we have one value. So one value may be male and zero value may be female. Okay, so that we need to check in the data, original data. We can check that. So we are able to see that the value over here is 92 and the value over here is 4. So total people, okay, so male basically they smoke a lot. This is what it is basically showing. I can bring this gender into legend also, and you can see the colors are changed. So this is manually we are doing, right? So I'm just doing it manually, dragging and drop, and everything is manual. But what we can do is we can just click on this next page in the canvas area. I'll bring one AI tool over here. Let me bring that AI tool. So this is a wonderful tool. This is the Q&A. I'm bringing this Q&A over here, and let me just enlarge it. And now it is giving me some suggestions. You can see it is giving me average time, average anemia, show maximum age. If you want to ask any question to it, you can ask it over here. Okay. So for example, uh, yeah, uh, which or basically top 10 age groups are the age groups age. Okay, having maximum maximum diabetes. Okay, let me yeah maximum diabetes. So now what it will do is top 10 age. So it is taking age as it has given only one age, that is just second. Okay, all right. So let's go back. So it has taken only a single age, that is 95, and it is having maximum diabetes. Okay, people of age 95 are having maximum diabetes. Okay, and just write age. Okay, wise. Okay, sort diabetes. Diabetes. Okay, sort diabetes. Okay, by age. So sort diabetes by age. So here you can see that it has sorted diabetes by age. Sum of age. It is taking sum of age. I will have to take some. Okay. Uh, yeah. One more thing. All of these you see they are basically considered as summation, summation, summation. So I'll go here to the this particular basically page, and here I'll see that what is the format. Okay, it's general, so I can change it. Okay, so whether it is whole number. Okay, all of them are mostly if you see numbers only, but I'll convert few of them. It's whole number written, but I'll yeah. Is somebody saying something? Seema Gopalji, your voice is yeah, your voice is disturbing. Can you please mute yourself? Yeah, I request the participant Seema Gopal. Could you please mute yourself? Yeah, thank you. So I will convert the data types from whole number to basically text. Okay, to few I'll change smoking. I can change it to text. Okay, because it is uh, true, false, or yes, no. Okay, so either you convert it into true, false. Okay, true, false. Okay, so here you can see it is true, false. That event converted into true, false. Okay, so this way you'll have to make it more meaningful. Okay, so yeah, anything else? Yeah, gender also. It is male, female. So I'll keep it as text. This is how. Okay, and then I'll go back to the analysis and I'll add a page. Now you can see that these particular things, they are not numbers, because if they are considered as numbers, then it's a problem. Now go for the questions, and now here, okay, here you can write the questions. Okay, so let's say uh, SMO, smoking. Okay, smoking. COUNT, count of EATH, death event. Okay,
नहीं नहीं बेसन एंड ड्राई
by
फ्रूट्स पाउडर
platelet Ravi. Once again, I request. Yeah, the participant Seema Gopal. Could you please mute yourself? Yeah, thank you. So here you can see that I am not basically doing the drag and drop. I'm just asking a question and it is giving me an answer to it. Okay, and I can keep on changing the question over here. I can change it by, let's say, by smoking. Okay, so true and false. Count of death event true and count of death event true for both. Okay, for true also, for false also, it is same. So this is something which basically you can do with the help of this Q&A option. Okay, so based upon the different data sets, it becomes more easy or more elaborative to work with it. Now, another like something which can be very interesting is here we have the decomposition tree. So if I bring this decomposition tree over here, and then I keep on adding the data fields. So for example, I start with let's say gender. Okay, and gender is explained by smoking, explained by death events, and then explained by age, and then explained by diabetes. Okay, so now what is happening? You can see. Okay, so here you can see we have a plus option. So if you click on, yeah, so let me just, yeah, minimize them. If you click on this plus, it asks like, what do you want? You want high value? So if you click on high value, it shows the death event false 203, true 96. Okay. If you want to close it, you can close it and it will go back to count of sex or count of gender. So 299 is total. Now, if you want smoking to be explained, so smoking, so 203 people don't smoke, 96 people smoke. Now, what explanation do you want? Out of these 203 people, okay, what are the different age groups? So here are the different age groups. Uh, we have 60 people. Okay, we have age 60 and number of people are 22. 65, 19. 50, 18. 45, 16. So if you see that the kind of data we are able to see, mm, it is first of all it is sorted, but moreover, people who are having higher age, they the number of smokers are more. Okay, that is what we are able to see. So yes, this is called as decomposition. Now under 65, if you want how many death events are there, so under 65, six people got died. Okay, after we can say they were smoking as well, and they got dead, and 13 people did not die. This is another very interesting thing to basically go drill down or deeper, or we call it as a diagnosis, diagnostic analysis. We do diagnose like why something happens, okay, and how things are related to each other. So this is how it gives explanation by decomposing. So the tree name itself is decomposition tree. Okay, let me close these things and I'm coming back to this level. Okay, so let me bring it back over here and bring it back over here. Okay, yes. Now going back, let me add back to the report. So you can keep on adding your pages from here. And this is desktop view. If you want mobile view, you can basically go for mobile view also because it is always create. Yeah. So this is a mobile view which is created. Okay. So you can design it here, and then what you can do is you can work on the Power Apps where these details can be shown on mobile apps as well. So I'm going back to the desktop view because that is what we are working on. And this data is not having something related to time, date time, or something related to uh, maps. So otherwise, very beautiful visualizations we can have with them as well. Okay, so I'm closing this as of now. I'm not saving this. Now I'll tell you some very quick things on the spreadsheets. Okay, because most of the time you will work on spreadsheets, CSV files. So yeah, so spreadsheet. Yeah. So here you can see I have opened a untitled document. Okay, spreadsheet. This will be the last section which I'll be discussing today. Now, very interesting thing with spreadsheet is that it has come up with a lot of pre-built tables or templates. So here you can see start with pre-built tables, include smart shapes, placeholders, and customer color palette. So the most featured ones are event tasks. So again, see, like I believe you must be having so much of planning you need to do for sessions, for some college events. At personal level also, you must be doing a lot of things. So there is one of the very freely and easily available tool is this Excel. So here you can see that we have event tasks. That task you can mention, status you can mention, who is the owner, stage, due date, everything is there. Project task, okay. Even you can help your students to basically work in this particular manner. So for example, project task is there. So just click on this and that particular data is here, and then close this particular thing. Okay, so you can keep on changing the column type and everything. Okay, so help keep your data structured by setting column types to date, people, steps. Okay, you can change from here. Then you can create custom views. Normally, in SQL, we read about the views. Okay, so you can group row by selected value and create filter views to analyze subset of data without entering what collaborators see. Next, we have personalize your tables. Make your tables stand out with a custom name or and color palette. Okay, no, like here you have everything like this date format. Okay, then what milestone have you achieved? Then you can basically select file from your basically this thing from your drive. Okay, you can select from there and you can add that particular sheet over here and click, and you can go to that particular sheet. You can see that this particular sheet is there. You can go to that particular sheet. So this becomes so easy. Like otherwise, like we need to do everything manually we have to do. So this is how you can do. What else you can do? Like this is one thing. Second thing you can do is this is using the templates I'm saying. Next is you can create a new one, and I'll tell you. Okay, now go to extensions, and yesterday we did install GPT for docs. So go for this and click on start. Okay, once you click on start, you can see it has started to work. And now, yeah, so here you can see. So Yes. Insert, analyze, add a chart. Okay. Then the table with missing data. Okay. So what exactly do you want to do? Here you can see selection is done. So I'm not basically doing the selection. If you want to do, so here the selection will change. Okay. So if you want to insert a table, so for example, I want here, so I would like to put here insert um, INDIAN Indian CRICKET cricket SCORE score data in the SPREADSHEET spreadsheet. So I'm asking to insert the Indian scores cricket data. Okay. Could you please provide cricket scores data that would you like to insert? Alternatively, you'd like to fetch insert some standard. Yeah. So I'm okay to insert standard. And let me click over here first. So LOAD load STANDARD standard data. Okay. So loading standard data. I'll insert some standard Indian cricket data. It is generating. And do we have your permission to insert? I'll say yes. Okay, so now it is going to insert it. Inserting data. Okay, so here you can see a very small data set it has inserted, but it's fine. Like uh, it's a sample, and we can see that the data has been inserted over here. So scores and everything. So this is one thing you can do. Okay, so what else? What else can you do? Now, for example, if I already have some data set, okay, already have. Let's say let's go back here and get some data set which is having multiple uh, columns, different types of columns. Mm, Online retail, I'm just trying to check online retail how this particular data set is. Okay, so let me check this particular data set, online retail, extract all, extract online retail. Yeah, so here you can see this is the data, invoice number, stock, description, quantity, okay, country, customer ID, good enough. Okay, this data I will load here. Okay, so file, import, and I would like to upload basically from online retail. Yeah, so import data, create a new spreadsheet. Chalega, we can have a new spreadsheet. So it is importing the data now. Hmm. Okay, okay, it's still loading. Let's give it some time. File imported successfully. Open now. Nice. Open now. And I'll close these. Okay. So here you can see. Okay, that data has got loaded. Um, Okay, fine. So now again extensions, GPT for slide start. Okay, and what I'll do is I'll make a selection. So I have selected the data. Yeah. So I have selected all the rows. Okay. Now I want to analyze. So let's do with small data, right? Like because if it is so much, then it might become confusing. So first of all, let's do with small data set. Okay, only this much of data. So analyze the selected range. Okay, but uh, I don't think that is going to make some good sense. So analyze the selected range. Enter. So I have selected the whole of the data. Okay. So fetching the sheet. Now you see like all the human efforts are being reduced. Whatever data you have, ask questions. It is going to analyze. It is going to give you the results. Okay. Let's wait for some time. Yeah. So meanwhile, I'll announce if you are having any kind of questions, you can now keep on asking me. I can keep on answering as well. So because this will be the last demonstration from my side for this session. Okay, that how AI can do the analysis for us in spreadsheets also. Okay, where we don't require any kind of coding or anything. It's a huge, like a good amount of data, bulky data it is. If 5,41,910 records, this is quite big. I should have basically taken a sample of it. Is it inserting text? Okay.
Kushal sir, is there any network issue? You are not audible.
No, no, I'm just selecting the range. Like it is
Okay, okay,
too much of data. Yeah, therefore it's taking huge time to basically work on it. So I'll
okay,
take
okay,
a few, yeah, few records.
okay, okay. No issues.
So I'll just take 200 records. Okay, it's still inserting. So I'll just new chat, analyze, enter. So now I have asked only for 200 records because there were 5 lakh 49,000 something records. So let's do with little less number of records. Here you can see for very large data set, spreadsheets or Excels are not very good. Okay, even ChatGPT for free doesn't give very good response for very for large data. This is not big data, but still like comparatively 5 lakh records are a big. It's a big number. It's still generating. So by the time it is generating, what why should we stop here? Let us basically come back to this. It is very small data, so let's work on this extensions. Okay, it is not opening because it's already running on one sheet, and probably that's why it's not uh, helping me out over here. No problem. Okay. Meanwhile, let me check if there is any questions. Or in the chat box, test links. Okay, so everyone is asking about test links.
Dear participants, any questions you're free to ask? Any questions from the participants? I think there are not. Thank you so much, Kushal sir. Your hands-on experience on these smart tools, utilization of smart AI and ML tools, really we found it very, very helpful. Thank you so much for giving your valuable time to join our session. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome. Thanks a lot for inviting me. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.